is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are back doing another super realistic rebuild. We're wrapping up this series. We're getting really close to being over, and then of course we'll move on to something else. But today we're gonna be doing a super realistic rebuild over on the Memphis Grizzlies. But before we jump into this video though, guys, like always, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not already. Only takes 2 seconds of your time, and it's greatly appreciated in helping me grow the channel. Of course, guys, been plugging this lately. I have a new Madden rebuild channel. Link is in the description if you are interested at all. Been uploading like rebuilds there every day almost. We did take the weekend off, but other than that, there's already 7 Madden rebuilds uploaded on there. So if you are interested in that at all, and that sounds interesting, go check it out. Links in the description. So the Memphis Grizzlies, as we all know, are a very fun, young, interesting team in the Western Conference. Ja Morant, great point guard, fun to watch, awesome dude. Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks. There's a lot of solid players here. There really is. The only thing I kind of question about this Memphis team was the trade last year where they traded Valanciunas away, because I thought he was a really good fit here. They brought in Steven Adams, which is cool. And Steven Adams is solid, don't get me wrong, but I definitely think I like Valanciunas just a little bit better. But overall, this team is solid. They are in the thick of things in the playoff race right now in the Western Conference. If the season ended, obviously, we're not even close to that point. But if it did end, it would be a playoff berth for the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's good for them. Of course, they need Ja Morant back. But other than that, for now, as soon as Ja Morant's back, we'll definitely obviously be an interesting team in the West. And obviously, like we usually do, 2K, real life, it's a little wonky. So what does 2K think about this Memphis Grizzlies roster? That's usually what we ask in the first season. Like, what is going to happen when we simulate? Is this team going to make the playoffs or not? Usually ends up being a weird simulation. Usually is what happens. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this first season, of course, with this team, because this team has a talent. And one thing we do have going for us is usually the Memphis Grizzlies are pretty good in the sim. So we are on the clean side when it comes to 2K simulation. Sometimes when you're on the dark side, the Chicago Bulls and team like that, it's rough. But today, thankfully, we have the Memphis Grizzlies simulating here. Additionally, today's video is sponsored by Prize Picks, which is a DFS player props app that's matching up to a $100 deposit when you use my code Crushables. Let me show you. Prize Picks is a DFS app where you're literally facing no one other than the numbers. You're just facing the projections. Let me show you some of my past entries. So on this one, I decided to do a power play where I decided to bet the over on Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes. The power play was able to 3 times my money, and Rudy Gobert and Harrison Barnes were both able to hit, which mounted me to $150. On this one, I did a flex play with LaMelo, Fred VanVleet, Joe Harrison, Gordon Hayward. Unfortunately, Joe Harris was only like 3 points off. If he literally hit one of his threes, I would have walked away with $100. So unfortunate, but that's just what happens. But I didn't walk away with nothing, as I was still able to win $32 after only betting 21. So I didn't walk away with nothing. So you can decide whether or not you want to do flex plays or power plays. Feel free to use my link in the description. Of course, you can always ask me on Twitter if you have any questions, and use my code Crushables when you sign up. So this season was a little up and down as far as the simulation was concerned. At one point, we were like the 12th seed in the West, and then we were like the 3rd seed, and now we're the 7th seed in the play-in. So that's kind of where it ended. MVP Nikola Jokic, Rookie of the Year goes to Evan Mobley. Drummond's your 6-man Giannis Defensive Player. Maxey Most Improved, and Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year, and Alexander Panel is your Executive. Here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, All-NBA third, All-Defensive first, All-Defensive second. Okay. Well, here we go. Again, like I said, we are in the play-in. We got the 7th seed, so we do have 2 chances. Ja Morant averaged 25 points per game, while Jaren Jackson with 19, 15 from Dylan Brooks, 13 from Kyle Anderson, 11. Honestly, I really love a lot of the players Memphis Grizzlies have, so it's just a matter of maybe getting like 1 or 2 more pieces here that would just like complete this team like tremendously, obviously. So let's just go ahead and see if we can get past the Utah Jazz. We're already in the playoffs. We get to play the Golden State Warriors, which this team played each other in the play-in last year, so this should be fun. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Adams, Kyle Anderson, Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, and Xavier Tillman. Somebody current round. Memphis Grizzlies have 1 or more players with an unplayable injury in one of the 8 rotations of their global game plan. This is the first time. I've done a ton of rebuilds on 2K22. I'm not gonna lie, and this is 1000% the first time I've ever seen this pop up. So what's going on? Holy crap, our whole team is injured. Okay. All right. Well, wait, what? It doesn't even show Ja Morant's injured. I'm confused. Wait, what? Can I not? Okay. Not sure what that was all about, but we beat the Warriors in 6. I'm not really sure just what just happened, but okay. We beat the Warriors in 6, so we upset the 2nd seed in the West. We got Stephen Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Bielitsa, who we beat. So we already beat them, so I'm not sure why we're checking them out. But hey, we get the Pelicans now. I'm just thrown off by what the hell I just saw from 2K. I really don't. I've never seen that error before. And it said like our whole team was injured for... Dude, maybe I'm just tripping again, man. I've been recording these videos late at night at like 2 in the morning, and maybe my just tiredness has just been getting to me. But hey, can we beat the Pelicans and get to the Western Conference Finals the first season? And we pushed them to 7 at least. Desmond Bane is back, and we're already in the Western Conference Finals. So, wow, okay. Now we get to play the Utah Jazz, who we beat in the play-in. They're the 8th seed. So we got the 7th and the 8th seed match up at the Western Conference Finals. Like, how often does that actually happen? It doesn't happen. So, Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, do we beat this Utah team? Similar to current round. And it looks like we are going to lose as we lose in 6. So, Utah and Philadelphia. We made it to the Western Conference Finals very first year, and the Philadelphia 76ers go on to win the championship as they swept the Utah Jazz. So, let's go to the draft lottery, and let's go ahead and check out well, we're not gonna have a lottery pick, obviously, but we are going to have the 20th pick via the Lakers, and then our pick is going to land at number 18. So 2 first-round picks on draft night could be huge for us. Taylor Jenkins is going to be the head coach. I'm going to resign. I mean, we just made it to the damn Western Conference Finals, so I don't see a world why we'd want to move on from him. And he's actually a solid coach in real life too, so we'll go ahead and keep him around. Just like that, we'll go ahead and get a wing whisperer. And then perimeter D coach. We usually just fill these out as much as possible. And then I honestly think if we have a contract, which I know actually now that I think about it, I know for a fact we're gonna have a contract, an expiring contract. So draft night could become very interesting for us. So let's go to draft night. And Western Conference Finals appearance last year. And if we go to the trades real quick, trade finder, you have a lot of salary. We got Steven Adams expiring contract. We have Dylan Brooks expiring contract. Although I do like Dylan Brooks, so I don't plan on trading him. Anthony Melton's on a 2-year deal, not, pretty affordable. But I think if we could go ahead and flip Steven Adams here on draft night, that would be awesome. Because he is an expiring contract. We have 3 first-round picks, okay? 1 from Utah, 18. We have 3 first-round picks in an expiring contract. We should be able to get something here. Too bad we're not doing a fantasy-style rebuild right now because Luka Doncic is available. They don't have him as untouchable. So, low-key getting, Luka Doncic pair up with John Morant would have been awesome. But that's, like, totally out of the possibility. And to be honest, if I did pull off a trade like that, the whole comment section would be torching me, bro. I would be getting roasted left and right about how unrealistic I am about doing something like that. So we're not doing that, obviously, because that wouldn't be realistic. But one thing I am going to do, and I might get torched for this anyway, but Atlanta, I think I like Clint Capella. We're going to rotate and bring in another center here and try to get Clint Capella from Atlanta. He's got a similar contract to Steven Adams, and Atlanta just paid him. And, they may be going into this thinking, maybe we regret giving him that money. So we could come marching in, and then we can give him an expiring contract in Steven Adams, and we could give him, like, the 28th pick in the draft and see if they accept that. They want Xavier Tillman, and they'll give me a 2025 first-round pick. Oh, I don't know. Should we give up Xavier Tillman like that, though? I wouldn't really want to. What if I gave you... maybe we just go ahead and... Hold on. Let me see. Hold the phone. Let me see if there's something else I can throw in here and not Xavier Tillman. Is there anyone else? We have Santi Aldama. Zaire Williams, who they drafted recently. John Kachar. I have D'Anthony Melton, but they can't accept that. Okay, you know what? I'll throw in my first round, or I'll throw in this guy. They're not interested. This guy, they just don't want any part of. Okay. I guess I'm doing it. I'm going to go ahead and trade Xavier Tillman. We do get a first round pick, though, back in return, and we're going to get Clint Capella. So, I'm making that trade. Just like that, we got we traded away Xavier Tillman. We brought in Clint Capella to be the new center. By the way, great in 2K, so that's another reason why I definitely considered it. I wanted to keep Desmond Bane and Dylan Brooks as the starting shooting guard, starting small forward, because they're both solid. So, Jaren Jackson, Clint Capella, and John Morant are the other 3 guys, obviously, in the starting 5. So, boom, just like that. We still have 2 draft picks on draft night, so we can still walk away with 2 very solid rotational pieces, potentially. So, we have Jovic, we have Andre Jackson, we have Jaden Ivey on the board. I think I'm going to take Jaden Ivey. 1000%. That's exactly who I'm taking, actually. No hesitation there. Do like Desmond Bane, but Jaden Ivey, if he's on the board, you got to take him. Andre Jackson, then Brandon Huntley Hatfield, Marcus Bagley. I'm going to take Huntley Hatfield here, I think. And we're going to walk away with potentially 2 rotational pieces, 76 and 76. So, yeah, W draft, I believe. John Kachara will accept. And then qualifying offers, we'll go ahead and let, I guess I'll extend them just in case. But for free agency, we have Kyle Anderson is a free agent. I mean, we could just move on from him. We just drafted Huntley Hatfield. So, right now we have John Morant. We have Desmond Bane, DeAnthony Melton, and Jaden Ivey. So, DeAnthony Melton, we could technically play at point guard. So what if we just did that? Would Melton go? He doesn't go down. So we'll play Melton at the backup point guard, backing up John Morant. We'll have Jaden Ivey backing up Desmond Bane. We'll have Dylan Brooks, and then we'll have Jaren Jackson, Brandon Clark. I forgot about Brandon Clark as well. Huntley Hatfield, and then Clint Capella. So I think what we could do technically is we could move Huntley Hatfield to center. He does go down 1. He's 6'10". So technically could be like the Xavier Tillman replacement. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing, I think. Huntley Hatfield is going to play center, backing up Clint Capella. We'll have Brandon Clark continue to back up Jaren Jackson. And then I guess we just need like a backup wing player, and that's about it. So we could just bring back Kyle Anderson. I'll give Kyle Anderson like a 1+1. Why not? We'll resign Kyle Anderson. So we'll have Kyle Anderson, and we'll probably move him to like backup small forward, I think. And just like that, we'll kind of have like a full rotation. So, all right, I feel pretty good about that. Player progression, pretty decent offseason, I would say. And we get all of our qualifying offers back. Jaren Jackson up to an 86. Clint Capella is an 84. Desmond Bane's up. Dylan Brooks is up. Brandon Clark is up too. We have Huntley Hatfield, DeAnthony Melton going down because obviously I changed their position around. But they're young. They'll progress. It's fine. All right. Let's go straight into this next season with our head held high. I think this is a... like I said, we made it to the Western Conference Finals last year, and I believe we definitely made the roster better, even just by a little bit, if like not anything crazy. So let's just go into this next season. Power ranking list number 6. John Morant's on our side. We can run a 9-man rotation this year. So John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Clint Capella, Brandon Clark, Kyle Anderson, Jaden Ivey, and DeAnthony Melton. So Huntley Hatfield is on the outside looking in. Proficiency-wise, we're a 4-star balance system. I actually low-key kind of want to run a 10-man rotation to get Huntley Hatfield some minutes because I do want to see him progress in this season. We're going to need him later on in the video. So we're going to do that. We're going to move him to, or we're going to move this rotation to a 10-man rotation. And that's what we're going to roll with. So let's go ahead and simulate this season with this brand new rotation. Can we make the playoffs again? And can we make it to the Western Conference Finals again? Potentially even further into like the NBA Finals. Let's see. So in this second season, we got a great simulation out of the boys. MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 25 points. JD Davison's your rookie of the year on the Dallas Mavericks. Also, your 6th man, so came off the bench for Luka, I assume. Defense player goes to Giannis, so he wins MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. James Wiseman is your most improved, and Taylor Jenkins, Coach of the Year, 58 and 24. Okay, very solid year out of us. 58 and 24. That is a serious record. So all NBA second team, all NBA third, all defensive first team, all defensive second team. Did we get Ivy or are on these all rookie teams? Jaden Ivey did not make all rookie first team, and he did not make all rookie second team. So obviously those two were both coming off the bench, but no all rookie teams for them. And we're the first team in the West, like I said. So looking at the player stats wise, 23 from John Morant. We have a broken right ankle in Jaren Jackson. That's not ideal. 15 points from Dylan Brooks, 13 and 11 from Clint Capella, 10 from Jaden Ivey, and 10 from Kyle Anderson. So obviously not the most ideal thing in the world to have Jaren Jackson now, but thankfully we do have Brandon Clark as a starting power forward to replace him, I guess, for the time being. So pretty unfortunate, but we have some guys who can step up, and hopefully he's back soon. So let's go straight into our first round matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. They have Jaden Hardy and DeJounte Murray in the backcourt, Nurkic as well. So honestly, with Jaren Jackson out, I could see a world where we find a way to lose this. Somebody come around against San Antonio, and we are going to sweep them. So never mind, we beat them. And now we get to play the Golden State Warriors, who we beat last year in the first round, but that doesn't mean anything. Jaren Jackson is still going to be out 1 to 2 weeks, so potentially could get him back for the Western Conference Finals if we're able to get past the Warriors. That is a big if. Somebody current round against Golden State, and we are going to beat them in 6. Okay. Do we have Jaren Jackson back now is the question. Let's see if he even played. I'm assuming he didn't play at all in this series. Game 6, he did come back. So he did come back for this series, 23 points. I'm not sure. I guess I can obviously check. What game did he come back? So we had him in Game 6. We didn't have him in Game 1, obviously, I imagine. So no Game 1. No Game 2. He was back for Maybe game 4? Nope. What about game 5? Was he here for game 5? No, so he literally came back in game 6 and got us a dub. Huge. So I'm assuming having him that night was obviously huge for us. We get to play the Pelicans now, a team that obviously is pretty tough to beat. The further you go, the harder they get. Zion Williamson. There was a photo of him posted the other day, and not gonna lie, he did not look like he was in basketball shape, but I assume he'll be fine, right? I mean, he's an NBA player. He's got this. I don't know. We'll see. Simulating current round. Actually, I'm going to go game by game because I'm a little nervous. Game 1 against New Orleans. We're down 1-0. 30 points. I think Zion heard what I was saying. 23 points. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Okay. It is the Pelicans, so I can't be too surprised. Let's shrink this to an 8-man rotation and see if we can even it up. And we're down 3-0, and we're going to get swept. Yep, we are. Okay, the Pelicans, too good. Just too overpowered as the Atlanta Hawks go on to the NBA Finals and the Pelicans go on to win the championship. So, back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearances for us, but it doesn't matter. But one thing we do have going for us, I would say, is we are going to have player progression on our side. We're a very young roster. Obviously, the Pelicans are going to have that on their same exact side. But, I mean, I don't really see another move to make. I feel like we have a really good roster, and it's just going to get better. I really do think that's what's going to happen. So, draft night, just to make sure we don't have any crazy draft picks to worry about. We have the 29th pick in the draft, so probably not going to go too crazy and worried about that. Jaden Ivey and Huntley Hatfield are only going to get better for us as well. That's scary to think about. So we'll sign off our picks. Player options, Kyle Anderson, we're actually going to accept. Why not? And then qualifying offers, Clark, John Morant, and Jarrett Culver. Pretty big offseason, obviously. We got Brandon Clark and then it's interesting to see how much. Yeah, I was about to say, how much is Brandon Clark going to want? And he is wanting around 16 million. So it'd be tough to give him that, to be honest. But one thing I know for sure is we are going to resign Dillon Brooks 1000%. Of course, we're going to match whatever John Morant has offered. And then Brandon Clark, I'm not 1000% sold. I wanted to renounce him. That would be kind of dumb, I feel like. So let's not do that, 2K. Thank you. Okay. So we got all that going for us, and then we have Brandon Clark, who's still a free agent. So looking at it now, John Morant's locked back up. Anthony Melton, Desmond Bane, Jaden Ivey, Dillon Brooks, Kyle Anderson, and then Jaren Jackson, of course, Clint Capella, Huntley Hatfield. So, I mean, at this point, it's just a matter of waiting for Brandon Clark, and I think I'm ready for this next season. So let's just go ahead and get him on his restricted free agency offer. I'm going to just roll with that. And this last season is going to be probably our last. Okay, let's see what the player progression looks like. Jaren Jackson up to an 89. That's huge. Capella 85, 82, 81. Jaden Ivey up to a 79, and then Huntley Hatfield up to a 76. So it didn't progress too much. Do we maybe move Huntley Hatfield to his other position? I mean, he didn't go up that much. So never mind. I'll probably just leave him at center. Okay, going into this next season, we need to win this championship. It is a done deal. We were the first seed last year. The Pelicans eliminated us, but this year we ain't taking any of that. All right, 9-man rotation this year. Great roster still. Really good roster. Proficiency wise, we're still now we're 4.5 balance. So run me my money this year. Let's win this damn ring. So here we are in this third season as we went 66-16 coach of the year for Taylor Jenkins. All NBA teams. Do we have like a John Morant appearance here? We do not. Okay. Well, here we go, man. Like I said, this is a really good opportunity for us to win this damn championship. So 24 from John Morant. 24 from Jaren Jackson. Going into these playoffs completely healthy. Jaden Ivey looks like he stepped up a bit too. Obviously, kind of expected that with him coming out of the draft. It's going to be a beast for us. Huntley Hatfield with 5 points, and then Brandon Clark with 7. Okay, here we go. Going up against the Dallas or Denver or Dallas or whoever we get to play. We get to play the Utah Jazz instead. Okay, so Utah, we got Kevin Porter. We've beat this team twice in a row. So I imagine we should be able to do it again. If we lose to the 8th seed, I'm punching my monitor. Okay, thankfully we didn't. Okay, we get to play the Thunder, which they become pretty tough as well. Shea, Giddey, okay, Victor, Wembanyama. I said it correctly. I don't care what you say. All right, somebody current round, and we are going to beat. No, I hate this damn game, dude. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.